As we are live, well, we're going to find out here directly if we are or not. That's what we're going to do. Let's see if we actually are. Wonder if I could even find me. Can we find me on live? Hooking up the other devices, guys. There we go. There we go. There ain't nothing I can do about it, Rick. There are some hearts in the corner. You're welcome to grab a hold of if you want. Can't do. I can't flip it over here, but we're going to finish this canvas over here on the YouTubes, because we need this channel to grow and grow and grow. And what better way to do it than to use it, right? So here we are. Welcome in, everybody. Whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching it later. I am finishing up. Well, I just started, I should say. I'm planning on finishing it during this video. Throwing in the dagger strokes, getting some hair in there, putting some happy little hairs everywhere. I done that one yesterday. I don't know how well you guys can see the one I done yesterday. Right over there. If you're new at all to this channel or to me, I am Crazything the Airbrush Guy. If you're not new, I'm not going to tell you. So hopefully you will take time to watch some of my YouTube videos. I have more content and more videos than any of you can actually watch in your entire lifetime. Nobody's came even close because there are that many. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it is still a thing. No, not Crazything, that's me. So this is full of dagger strokes and more dagger strokes. Lots of fur, lots of hair. Do sloths have fur or do sloths have hair? I'm not sure. I see Craig and Roger and Sharina, Angela and Britt and Rick. All right, and Erica. Thank you guys for coming in and joining me. We took a break from the old TikTok for a minute because, well, they just love enforcing ridiculous rules that I don't want to have to worry about at the moment. So I keep telling everybody, check out my YouTube page because, you know, I want to use it. I want to grow it. I want it to get bigger and bigger and bigger and continue to grow. I still have faith that YouTube is a fantastic app. Come on, Yellow Jacket, let me work. I have made them dudes mad. He was right in my face. I don't know. Anybody else you know airbrushes with Yellow Jackets? No, I'm not talking about the Yellow Jacket that Pennywise's little co-star wears either. I don't know if anybody got that reference. Everybody likes the three-toed sloth, so we're going to put in those crazy looking claws they're known for. If you guys would, let me know what you think on this one. Should I put it with color? The Yellow Jacket hit me right in the leg. Wow. Come on now, give me a break, please. Right in my face. Attack! Alright, well, they're on live TikTok. I hope you, did y'all get to see that up close? That was absolutely horrifying. That one's not going to bother me anymore. Alright, let's try this again. Back to where I go. Back to the grind. Even during deadly encounters we still got work to do. Should I make it color or should I leave it black and white? I really enjoy my black and white, but there are some pieces that look better in color. Whether I like it or not, I have to admit that, but I love hearing your opinion on it. If you would, let me know. One thing about this app, I have to definitely stay more interactive. My inner Bob Ross has to come out and let you guys know what I'm doing. I'm working on the claws. I know you can't see it real well. I got to think about my camera angle, and I got to be considerate and say, okay, so I'm going to work on this side and this side first, because I know that it'll make for a better picture and have my hands out of the way and the airbrush guns out of the way quicker for better production and better video. You got to think of those kind of things, I guess. I never would have thought those would be my worries as an artist, but it is. Just a modern day issue with social media and getting your stuff out there and getting the scene. Yeah, it's a stock piece. So yeah, give me your opinions. Let me know. Should I leave it black and white when I'm done? Should I cover him with a lot of color? I'd love to know your opinions. I don't know how long this video will be, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish up, but I would like to finish this one on camera here on the YouTube. Appreciate, guys, anybody that's hanging out to drop comments for me. If you're watching this video later on and it's not live, please feel welcome to put your opinions so that I can see it later. I will get notifications when you comment on this video, even if it's a year later. So please drop comments for me. Those comments are very important to the algorithm. This is a live video currently, so even the yellow jackets that gotta get the cameos, there is no editing. Yeah, it's true. That was a near-death experience. We barely made it out of it, but we did make it, so. Alright, so now I'm going to go in the background here. As you can see, not going to brighten him up too much. Show you that he is barely still there in the background. Come in with some shadow work real quick. Catch the contrast in between the claws real quick. Grab that while I'm right here. That way I get a nice little contrast. Now, alright, back to some fur. More and more and more fur. This doesn't have to be as predominant. So you can just kind of blur it in a little bit. Being on this canvas, it's going to be a little blurry anyway. But it's in the background just a tad compared to the arms. So now that I'm working on the arms, I will make those lines a little sharper, a little bit more precise. Try to figure out where I want this arm to go, how much of the canvas I want it to take up. I do have a reference picture over here as a reference, but I'm not concerned about making it look exactly like it. It's an AI generated, so shouldn't have anything to worry about with it. Better get that biker going. May not be able to get another chance for a while. Definitely want this arm to be brighter than the background, so we're going to make the lines, the hairs a little sharper. Lots of hairs, lots of fur, hairy fur, whatever you want to call it. Fuzz, I don't know what you call it. I've never heard of a sloth hair, but I've never heard of sloth fuzz, so I don't know. You interpret that however you want to. Take it up with your local sloth. I hear a train coming. We are next to train tracks, so we get the most violent trains you'll ever meet. You will not be able to hear me very well. The trains come through and they are ultra extra violent. One thing's for sure, you can't be jumpy when you live near a railroad track. You don't want to be a jumpy and be an airbrush artist. Always got a semi-truck or train or an airplane or something. Or my compressor kicks on about every 30 minutes. I'm sure it'll kick on during this video. When it does, please just ignore it for a minute or so. It lasts maybe about a minute and a half at the most. It'll come on and it'll shut off. Gotta have air when you're running an airbrush gun. It's a big 60-gallon air compressor, so it's loud. Alright, now this is the belly of the beast. I'm just going to barely hint that the fur is back there. I'm not going to do anything too heavy in here because it's going to be shadowed. I want it to offset and give it some depth. So we're just going to go a little bit here and there. A little bit of fuzzy hair in there. Again, for any of your airbrush artists, it's just lots and lots of dagger strokes. A lot of teachers and whatnot will tell you, practice your dagger strokes. Practice, practice, practice. That's why, because you will use that dagger stroke more than you will most anything. It is a very common for textures and lots of things. Now, we're going to come back to these eyes. As you can tell, they don't have a lot of detail in them yet. The paint I have in here for my black is at the very bottom of my bottle. So it's a little bit difficult to work with, but I'm going to go ahead and get through it without too much hassle. But can't get in there with the really fine details that I would normally want to do with my black without mixing more paint. I don't want to do that right now. here's some of the semis I was telling you about. I don't know if you heard that. I don't know how much you will hear, how much the microphone from my phone picks up. I have no idea. I usually don't go back and watch my own videos, so I don't know. But you got to get that light in there, get the light of the eyes in there. It really, really brings him to life. I'm personally really liking the black and white, so I think I'm going to add some details in here. Give him some texture on his nose. And his lips. Maybe add a couple little finer hairs in here now that my mind is made up. I can really get in here and work some of those finer details. The white's running really good today. I like it when it's running good. Guys, I have been streaming everywhere lately. For anybody that hasn't noticed, I have a Twitch account, I have a YouTube account, Facebook account. I stream a lot on TikTok. You can Google search Crazything Art and get a lot of my links that way. If you want any airbrush work, if you want yourself a sloth or anything else, please, please, please go to my Etsy page. Also, in the link, in the description of most of my videos, you will see other links. I am an affiliate to several people, one of them being Spray Gunner. So you can go watch some of my YouTube videos. You'll see some Spray Gunner links. They have all your painting supplies that you could ever need. If they don't have it, they could probably get it. They are a big supply company that does an amazing job. They've got great customer service. Check them out. Also, using my link helps get me points. Not just brownie points, but helps me out a lot. Now, if you really want to do something, go check out my gallery airbrush guns. There's a link to them in the description of a lot of my YouTube videos as well. Those guys have some amazing airbrush guns, and if you actually use promo code Crazythingart, you can get 10 to 15% off your purchase, and that is going to make an awesome Christmas present for somebody. So go check them out and get your discount in there too. Thanks to Crazything Art. All that information is in the description of most of my YouTube videos. Now, in case you haven't noticed, I am a freehand airbrush artist. What I mean by freehand is I don't use any stencils. I don't want to use any stencils. I don't make my own stencils. I just don't use them. I don't need them. This is all done completely freehand, 100%. Now, that includes my signature. My signature is 100% freehand as well with the airbrush gun, so that I can tell you that this canvas is 100% freehand airbrushed. Not 99%, not 99.9%. It is 100% freehand airbrushed by me, signature and all. So, what I'm going to do now, if I could stop playing with the furry hair. It's hard to do though when the airbrush is running good. You just want to keep going and going, and the more you go, the more you mess with it, the more details you can get in there, the more depth you can give it. But I need to call this one done. Need to be finished with it and sign it. So come on in, check this out, watch me sign it. And that is how you do it. Ta-da! I know it's backwards for you guys probably. I'm not going to, normally I would move the camera back. I'm not going to do that though, because there's other stuff I don't want y'all to see. There's other projects that I'm not ready to expose yet. So I got to watch my camera angle currently. But check this out. Now, I will clear coat this bad boy. And when I spray this with the clear coat, it'll pop out even more. This is a stock piece that I will be putting on my Etsy page. And it's first come, first serve. Whoever goes in there and buys this, it's theirs and it'll ship to them within a couple days. So if you see this and you're like, oh my gosh, I want that so bad. Well, unless you're watching it live, there's a good chance you're not going to be able to get it. But I appreciate you guys watching, whether you watched it live or whether you watched it later on. Please drop a comment on the video for me. If you know anybody that loves sloths, share it to them. For now, I'm going to go. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.